Hello guys, it is Brittany here. Welcome back to my Colorguard YouTube channel for yet another tutorial for all my fabulous first years out there. This is my fourth installment on a series of videos on my YouTube channel telling all of you youngsters out there how to do this crazy thing called Colorguard that we love to do. If you haven't watched my drop spins, 27 points, or cones, which are the three videos before this, I highly recommend you do that first so you're not confused now. But if you've done that already, let's get started. So, when it comes to flourishes, these are one of the most important things you'll ever learn how to do in Colorguard, because not only are they an exercise to warm up your wrist before you do any kind of spinning to prevent injury, they're also a really important skill that you use in choreography across the spectrum of different skill levels, all the way from the youngest guards to the oldest ones use these. So you want to make sure you have these down pat. So keep watching if you want to learn. On the right side, my flag is on the right side of my body. My right hand is palm up to the sky. My left hand is palm down to the ground. And if you don't remember, this is a position we call right flat. It is super important Colorguard because you'll use this literally all the time, so make sure you don't forget your good old pal right flat. So we're going to start here. Like I mentioned, this will lead into drop spins somehow later, but right now we're going to isolate the flourishes. So we're going to bring it straight up to right shoulder, just as a starting point. Basically what flourishes are, is it's this motion. So if you want to, just take your flag out of your hand. You want to think about just doing this. Bring your fingers towards you and then roll them back. So kind of this weird wrist motion. It'll loosen up your wrist. If it's your first time doing it, you might be a little stiff, but just think about nice and fluid, okay? Just like if something's going in front of you and behind you, because that's what we're going to do with our flag. So starting at our right flat, we're just going to bring it up. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our flag to our left side. Left side is going to come down. It's going to come towards my toes, so kind of like tracing the ground a little bit. Now if you notice, my flag is going to be behind my body. That's super important. If your flag is somehow managed in your arm or is in front of you for some reason, kind of re-watch this part and make sure it ends up behind you, because if it's not, you won't be able to move on to the next part. For our next part, we're going to bring it straight up, a little bit of a bend in our elbow, okay? Flag is straight up, it's going to come up, it's going to go to the left again. This time it's going to go behind my head. See where we're going to go flat? Now it's behind my head. It's straight up and down, right behind my head. You're going to keep rotating your wrist so it can go to the right, here, and now it's all the way up. So that is one kind of flourish. Obviously there's going to be many, but this is the one that you're going to learn first. So let's put that all together. So we're going to come up to my left, to my right. Notice pull is starting to come behind the arm, straight up, to the left, to the left, to the left, behind my head. Then rotate flag to the left again till it's straight up. Okay? I know it may sound a little confusing, but one of the most important things you have to do with your flag is you have to kind of incorporate this wrist motion with our flag. And to do that and make sure we don't hit ourselves in the head is we can't go at an angle like this to spin. Okay? That won't help us any. We have to go completely straight up and straight down. So, next is we're going to talk about my favorite thing in the Colorguard world is your toaster. So what your toaster is your toaster is the space straight in front and straight behind you. So imagine that you're a big piece of toast, okay? So you're a toast, you're in the toaster. If your toast accidentally is tilted, you're gonna get burned, you're gonna get zapped, okay? Tilt this way, you're gonna get burned. Even if it's this way. So the toaster basically teaches you, like you're a piece of toast, you need to stay flat out from your body and don't tilt your flag forward or you're gonna get burned, or go backwards or you're gonna get burned, or any other direction. You want to think about everything straight out the side of your body as if it's attached to your giant piece of toast. Very strange analogy, but it works. So, now that we've talked about our toaster without our flag, let me show you a demonstration from the side so you can really get an idea of what the heck I'm even talking about. So if you want to, follow along. So I'm starting at right flat, I'm coming up to right shoulder. Notice my flag goes down, it is completely flat in my toaster. It's flat in front of me. It comes towards my toes, still flat. It comes to the side of me, still in my toaster, not getting burnt yet. My flag pull is going to come straight behind me, still in my toaster. Make sure you don't get burnt. up, 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 up. Make sure our elbow is bent so we can keep it in our toaster. Now flag's gonna go to the left. Flags that keep going down to the left, so my flag's straight behind me. This part's super important because this is where 99% of my new kids get out of their toaster and they get burnt, okay? You don't wanna go straight. Like, notice how I literally cut straight through the toaster? That's just a recipe for some burnt toast. We don't wanna do that, okay? So once you're here, this is the trickiest part. You need to rotate it in your toaster to the left, straight up, and then up. And once you do that motion, you're all the way around. Once you're first starting to do flourishes, you might feel really stiff and you want to do it with a straight arm, but that's not the case. Whenever you want to do flourishes, you try to do it with a bent arm, so that way your wrist is leading the motion and it's not your arm, okay? We do this, we call this kind of choking because our flag can't move the way we want it to. We kind of just let it roll through your fingers. If you're an expert at flourishes, you usually can just do them with your thumb and these two fingers. So if you want to, try that and that might help. So you may be getting the flow of flourishes a little bit better now. Now we're gonna add an additional flourish. Remember how I mentioned there's more later? I got you. So this one we're gonna learn what we call is an extension. It's a type of flourish that's just from a different part in the flag. Super easy to learn. Especially if you're getting the hang of flourishes. If you're not, I encourage you to stick with the basic one and then add this one on later. But this one is a part of our exercise, so you will need to learn it to be able to know the exercise. So for now, we're going to start flat. We're here typically, and we start at the tab for a normal flourish. For our extension, you're going to slide to splitting, which is halfway down your flag. So this is our halfway point. Splitting is splitting the halfway and the end of your flag. Okay, right there. So all you're gonna do for an extension, make sure you're not too close to some things like bushes. And you wanna make sure that you can do the same motion that you did with your flourish, this, except you're gonna do it with this. It's the exact same motion. Notice, even from the side, we can do it in our toaster, y'all, I promise. Except it just takes a little bit more help from our arm, so it's not just all on our wrist. You just want to think about up, down, my fingers should be towards the ground, back, my fingers are towards the back of the room or the area we're in, down, my fingers are kind of towards y'all, and then back up. So if you need to, you can use that as a guideline. For me, just kind of use the weight of your flag. If you're trying to do this, and trying to use all of the strength in your arm to get it around, trust me, that's not going to work. I've tried. You just want to use this trusty dusty weight in the top of your flag and just use it to let the flag do its business. Okay, now that we've learned a flourish and an extension, it's time to learn an exercise. So let's go. So now it's time for the exercise. For our exercise, we're going to incorporate two skills, drop spins and flourishes, and extensions, but those kind of flourishes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come up to my right shoulder. If you don't remember right shoulder, you should from your drop spins video. So my right hand is up, Statue of Liberty style, nice and high. Left hand's at my belly button or my spin dot. I'm gonna do 8 drop spins. Okay, so we got 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On the 8th one, you need to stop. Don't go on, don't do any more, don't go past straight up and down, don't do any of that. So once it comes to 8, we're going to take my left hand off, no more involvement here, so that way we can go into our flourish. Your odd counts, which is your 1s, your 3s, your 5s, your 7s, your whatevers, are going to be down, and your even numbers, your 2s, your 4s, your 6s, and your 8s are going to be up. Okay? So just in case you forget, that's a handy dandy little reference. So we're here on 8. This is going to be down 1, up 2, down 3, up 4. We're going to repeat the cycle again. Down 5, up 6, down 7, up 8. Okay, let's do that one more time. This time, add on the drop spins in front. And 5, and 6, and 5, 6, 7, 8, down 1, up 2, down 3, up 4, 5, up 6, down 7, stop 8. Okay, now we continue to our flourish. Down 1, up 2, 3, up 4, down 5, up 6, down 7, stop 8. Okay, now we can move on to another 8 set of drop spins. So from here, we're going to go straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, stop 8. Notice we're at a different stopping point because before we went right into our flourishes here. Now we have to make sure 7, 8. 8 will be at your splitting point of your flag. Now we're going to do the same thing, still same things applies. Evens are up, odds are down. So we're going to finish our drop spins. 1, 2, 3, up 4, down 5, up 6, down 7, up 8, stop flat. Okay? Now let's put that all together from the very beginning. Count with me, do it at home, ready, set, go. 5 and 6 and 5, 6, 7, 8, down 1, up 2, 3, up 4, down 5, up 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up 8, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, stop flat. Okay, now we're in a very easy place to transition to the left side, because guess what? You gotta do it on the left side too. I will say, doing it on the left side for flourishes and pretty much anything will always be harder, so make sure you take your time and don't be hard on yourself on the left. I know I haven't necessarily gone over the left, but literally all you do is do the same thing but on your left side. Your left hand leads it, you do left drop spins to get into it. You're just going to do the same thing and go down, except on your left side, on your side, up. This time your flag goes towards the right, down behind my head. Pole goes towards the right, in my toaster, and up. It's the same thing. No matter what, the left side will always be harder, especially if you are not left-handed. So please don't be too hard on yourself and just take this time to go through it slowly, and then it won't necessarily be as good as your right, but always try to get it there. Okay? So now let's figure out how to transition for the exercise on the left. So we ended here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Notice I'm here. Slide 1, 2, 3, 4, up 5, 6, 7, 8 to the left shoulder. Now we're going to do left drop spins, 8 of them. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, stop on 8. Now we're going to do the same thing, same counts. Remember, evens, up, odds, down. Down, 1, up, 2, down, 3, up, 4, down, 5, up, 6, down, 7, 8. Now you do the same thing again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, stop on 8. Remember, splitting, so we're doing extensions except we're on the left side now. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and flat. Okay? So I'm going to do the whole exercise one time through. I highly suggest you do it with me, with counts, and then that's all we got for you today. Super exciting. 6 and 5, 6, 7, 8, down 1, up 2, down 3, up 4, 5, up 6, down 7, up 8, flourish 1, 2, 3, up 4, 5, up 6, 7, up 8, drops in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, middle of the pole, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 6, 7, 8, flat, 2, 3, 4, up 5, 6, 7, 8, drop spin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, up 2, 3, up 4, 5, up 6, 7, up 8, drop spin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, middle of the pole, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, stop, flat. Alright guys, so that is all I have for you today. Remember, if you ever have any questions, comments, concerns, comment section down below is perfect for that. Please send me your videos of you doing this exercise. I would love to see them. I would love to see your guys' progress. Remember, for all my fabulous first years out there, that Colorguard is not an easy activity at all whatsoever, period. This is a new piece of equipment. It's hard to handle, so please take your time. Remember, use that fabulous rewind button if you ever need it. And if you guys need me, I'll be here. Look at the rest of these videos and get good. Bye.